Fabulous food, flamenco and fantastic weather all year round. It's no wonder that southern Spain is a #1 destination for Brits starting a new life abroad. And if you're thinking of making that very move yourself, then please sit back and relax and let us show you how it's done. Coming up today on Living in the Sun, Jimbo and Sharon Gaffney gamble everything they have on setting up a children's theatre school on the Costa del Sol, but there are no guarantees of success.
We've spent thousands on advertising, it's done absolutely no good whatsoever.
Moving to Spain gives people a fresh start and a chance to try something they've always dreamed of. So when Jim and Sharon Gaffney left their life behind in Grimsby for new beginnings on the Costa Blanca, they decided to turn their lifelong passion into a full-time profession. Jimbo and Sharon have lived most of their lives in the spotlight. Before Sharon gave birth to their 2 children, 4-year-old Jake and 2-year-old Krista, she worked as a professional dancer, and Jimbo is an ex-holiday camp bluecoat. A few months ago, they moved out to Spain and decided to use their experience and set up a children's theatre school amidst the bright lights of Benidorm.
They will be singing and dancing and acting and performing, learning some circus skills, learning to meet new friends and make new acquaintances, people they may have seen in the same village but never spoke to before. Then all of a sudden they'll find that maybe they have a common interest of acting or singing or performing.
The school will cater for children of all ages and abilities.
It's really not about being a good singer or dancer, although if we do find those people, we'll take them and do something else with them in a different way, as it were, produce a show around them and make them into a cabaret if possible. But it's about getting the kids off the street and then learning different skills, learning new things, but more importantly, learning stuff about themselves.
Well, that sounds like a good idea, but Jimbo and Sharon have to make it work as a business because there's no going back.
Everything we have left in the pot is at stake in this business. But financially, this will take everything we have. Everybody said to us, well, nobody's done this before. Why are you doing it?
Well, that sounds like a very good question. Jimbo and Sharon are investing £20,000 into their new business. It's a huge risk with no guarantees of success. Their first challenge is to find a venue for the school. So they've come to see a place on the outskirts of Benidorm.
Da-da-da-da! This is it! This is it! Wow!
We could do with being mirrored all the way along there.
Well, let's see what's through here.
Wow, you're joking.
That's fantastic.
This could be another studio, really. Quite easily.
It's got everything we could possibly need, plus another 10 things we don't need at this very moment. Totally unbelievable.
It's just what I've always wanted. Always wanted something like this. It's perfect for me.
Well, the venue is evidently just what they're looking for, and Jimbo and Sharon decide to rent it on the spot. But whilst it might be perfect, it's not cheap, and having already invested so much time and money into the school, the couple now need to open as quickly as possible to get some cash coming in.
Jimbo!
Hiya, Vince.
Hiya. About time too.
Thanks very much.
Nice to meet you.
Jimbo is appearing on a local radio station, and with so much at stake, it's crucial he tells parents and their children exactly what will be happening at the school.
Each day will consist of a little bit of singing, a little bit of dancing, a little bit of performing. They'll come along, they'll make some friends. We will produce a show with them, but it'll be their input as well. Although they'll be singing, acting, dancing, performing, maybe juggling, doing some circus skills, they'll also go through the whole process of how a show is made.
I think it's fair to say that if the business doesn't succeed, it won't be down to stage fright or a lack of confidence. Whilst Jimbo hits the airwaves, Sharon hits the street with her sister-in-law, Angela, to flyer local bars and shops.
Good luck to Jimbo then. That looks absolutely first class. And any of the youngsters who go along, well, who knows, it could take you round the world.
Yeah. Hello. Hello there. Hi, my name's Sharon, and we're looking for any children between the ages of 6 and 17. How old are you?
8.
What's your name?
Jessica.
You know exactly what we need.
Honestly,
Yeah.
we'd be interested.
Really?
Yes, definitely.
I want to go there. I don't
You
want
wanna
to go to summer.
You don't want to go to summer school now? Well, you can do 2 weeks here, and then you can do your summer
Like
school.
you, Jess.
I'll go down to the town hall.
Okay.
There we are, famous last.
Yes.
Very good. I'll have your autograph now, all right?
Lovely. Thank you very much.
Thanks for your help.
So, Jess.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's one potential Shirley Temple signed up, just 24 more budding superstars to find. With everything they have invested in the business that hasn't yet opened, money is extremely tight, and Jimbo is having to work around the clock to set up the school and support the family. So he's working nights at a cabaret club in Benidorm town.
Well, at the moment, balancing work and setting up the business is not easy. It's a long shift, as it were. It's 8 p.m. till approximately 4 a.m. every morning. So it's a good 8 hours at the club. But getting up early again, after working 8 hours, only a couple of hours sleep, then getting up again to do the school run and keep everything going, trying to keep on top of what's happening within the business has not been easy.
Well, good evening and welcome to the town, ladies and gents. My name is Jimbo. I'm your host for this evening.
Despite only getting a few hours sleep, poor Jimbo is up bright and early. With the theatre school due to open tomorrow, he's come down to make the final preparations. But there's a problem, and it's serious. There's no electricity. And unless his neighbour allows him to plug into her power supply, he and Sharon will have to turn children away at the door.
Hola.
Hola, buenas.
Pero, buenas. Tenemos que ponerlo por allí. Pase.
Sí.
Tira para allá.
Este es
Mira.
muy largo.
Mira, lo vamos a conectar allá y lo vamos a pasar por acá, por acá y aquí con mucho.
Well, I must confess my Spanish is a little rusty, but it sounds as though Jimbo's neighbour has agreed to help him out. And after running the electricity into the school, Jimbo and Sharon will be all set for their big opening. For the couple to break even, they need 25 children a day coming through the doors. They've invested £20,000 into the business and worked hard to promote it. The big question now, though, is how many children will turn up tomorrow morning. Still to come, the children start arriving.
Coming in, Daisy.
Hello.
She's the very, very first ever person.
But will Jimbo and Sharon's hard work and investments start to pay off?
We've spent thousands on advertising. It's done absolutely no good whatsoever. Not one person has come through any of the ads we've placed.
Back now to former Blue Coat Jimbo Gaffney and his wife Sharon in Benidorm. Remember, they left Grimsby last year with their 2 children, Jake and Krista, to open a kids' theatre school on the Costa del Sol.
Well, we'll get the children off the streets and they'll be coming in and singing and dancing and acting and performing, having some fun.
To make the business work, the couple need 25 children a day coming through the doors. But despite spending thousands of pounds on advertising and promotion, the turnout during the first week was disastrously low. If they're going to stop themselves going bust, the couple need to boost numbers and fast. But their Spanish solicitor has phoned to tell them about an even bigger worry. There's a problem with their business plan, or as the Spanish call it, their project, which threatens to close the school down completely.
As far as the council are concerned, it's an empty shell. Would you believe I have to make another project for the whole building itself to say what's already in there?
They say that some people have all the luck, and it must be true, because Sharon and Jimbo don't seem to be having any of it at all. If they can't sort out this problem, they won't get a business license, and without that, they'll have to close the school for good. Back at the venue, Jimbo breaks the bad news to his wife.
As far as the council are concerned, it's an empty shell. So this internal building doesn't exist. And there's 7 things we now have to do to get the license and open up fully and get that bit of paper on the wall.
Well, it's a bit of a gamble. But whilst their solicitor tries to sort out their problem with the licence, Jimbo's decided that the show must go on.
You can either sit and worry about it or just get on with other things. I'm of the school where you just get on with other things, and as long as I've done everything I need to do to facilitate the other things that need to happen, I can't do any more, so I can't worry about it.
They've decided that the best way to boost numbers is to put on a show with the children who've already been attending the school and a special guest. It's a last-ditch bid to get his business up and running.
As far as the shows with the children, they'll be able to see that within a very short time, whether talented or untalented, you can actually get children on stage and get them singing and dancing. And then it will be one of the cabaret acts from Benidorm, the club I work.
Jimbo and Sharon have invited local journalists as well as mums and dads with their kids to see the show. They're hoping that their performance will help spread the word and boost numbers. Having already invested £20,000 in the business and with no more money in the pot, it's make or break time for the theatre school.
Are you going to clap?
Yeah.
How loud are you going to clap?
Yeah.
Show me how loud.
It's crunch time for Jimbo and Sharon, so let's hope Krista's not the only one on her feet at the end of the performance. Backstage, the kids from the theatre school are getting ready.
15 minutes, everybody! It won't start on time anyway.
The audience is settled in, and it's time for the curtain to go up on the show that will determine Jimbo and Sharon's future in Spain. First up are the children from the school. And the kids are doing Jimbo and Sharon proud. The audience seem to be enjoying the show, and it's time for Jimbo's surprise celebrity guest, and the suspense is killing me. Yep, that's right. It's 1980s pop sensation Dean Michaels from chart toppers Black Lace. Well, it might not be quite Robbie Williams, but to be fair, no one seems to care. Everyone's having a ball. As the curtain falls on the show, it's time to find out what the audience thought of the performance.
I come over from the UK over here just on holiday, but I'm looking at moving out here, and I think it'd be fantastic for my kids. Keep them off the streets and enjoy it.
I thought it was excellent. They haven't been here for that long, have they? She only came for this week. She's only been here for 1 week. So they've worked hard. It's hot, isn't it? And they've still got on with it, so they've done really well.
Well, the audience loved it. But the crucial question is, what did the children who were watching the show think of it?
I liked it a lot. They're very nice. I like singing and I like dancing very much.
Well, after all their hard work, it seems that Jimbo and Sharon have finally got a real hit on their hands. And a few weeks later, there's more good news, as their solicitor has sorted out their business licence. Thanks to their performance, they've also got almost 100 children a week coming to the theatre school, and numbers are continuing to rise.
It's maybe difficult to put across how happy I am personally. I've always smiled, I've always been a happy person anyway. However, we've been here a very short time. We've accomplished a great deal. But it's very exciting as well. We haven't even touched the tip of the iceberg of the other stuff we can do. The whole thing has been a fantastic adventure, but my whole life has been so far. Since before Sharon and since we've been together. We go everywhere together, we do everything together, we always have done. And it's fantastic.
Well, that was a bit of a performance, but it looks as though finally the curtain has gone up on Jimbo and Sharon's business, so well done, guys. Now, don't forget, if you would like some front row seats to see more Brits starting a new life for themselves out here in southern Spain, then don't forget to join me next time on Living in the Sun.